I'll be speaking to President Putin on Tuesday, and a lot of work's been done over the weekend.
Donald Trump said he would be speaking with Putin tomorrow, Tuesday, March 18th. Here's what we know. In a press briefing on Airforce One, Donald Trump stated that he would be speaking with Putin about possible ceasefire talks between Russia and Ukraine. When asked about the concessions in the negotiations, he said,
"We'll be talking about land, we'll be talking about power plants, dividing up certain assets."
The U.S. Special Envoy to the Middle East said he expected there would be a call between Trump and Putin, later confirmed on Monday, March 17th by Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov. This is following a week of advances and discussions on next steps for Ukraine and Russia. After more than 8 hours of talks in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, on March 11th, the U.S. and Ukraine agreed to propose a 30-day ceasefire to Russia. After these talks, a joint statement from the U.S. and Ukraine stated, Ukraine expressed readiness to accept the U.S. proposal to enact an immediate interim 30-day ceasefire, which can be extended by mutual agreement of the parties, and which is subject to acceptance and concurrent implementation by the Russian Federation. In the morning of Thursday, March 13th, Steve Witkoff flew to hear Putin's input on the Ukraine ceasefire proposal. Steve Witkoff is the U.S. Special Envoy to the Middle East and longtime friend of Donald Trump. Reporting to CNN, he said that discussions with Putin that spanned several hours last week were solution-based and positive. He also noted that Ukrainians are being engaged and the U.S. is having conversations with them. At a news conference in Moscow that same Thursday on March 13th, Putin affirmed he supported the ceasefire but also listed out tough speculative conditions. He spoke on an area of contention in Russia's western Kursk region, saying, "There are two options for Ukrainians in Kursk, surrender or die." He also questioned the nature of the ceasefire overall, saying, "Who will give the order to end the fighting? At what cost? Who decides who has broken any possible ceasefire over 2,000 kilometers? All those questions need meticulous work from both sides. Who polices it?" Putin also affirmed that he had interests in speaking with Trump, saying, "We need to negotiate with our American colleagues and partners. Maybe I'll have a call with Donald Trump." Donald Trump has been aiming for an end to the war between Russia and Ukraine since his campaign trail.
I want to see if we can bring that war to an end. Maybe we can, maybe we can't, but I think we have a very good chance.